Let's take a look today at my entire clown project, the whole thing. All of them. I'll show you the hatchlings that I'm expecting coming up soon, and I'll show you the future plans going into 2023 and beyond. What's going on, everybody? It's Adam at Proper Royals. Thank you for joining me here today. This Proper Royals channel is all about my family's journey from ball python hobbyist to ball python business. And we share everything here as transparently as possible. Today, I want to look at a bunch of snakes. Let's just do an old-fashioned snake video because that's really kind of what we got into this whole thing all about, right? And what's more popular than clowns? Man, they're blowing up. They're huge. They're everywhere. And it's funny because some people say that pied's played out or bananas played out. There are more clowns for sale on Morph Market right now than either banana or pied. It's all a matter of demand and excitement and where the trends are. But the cool thing about clown is that I do think there's so much more still to be done with it. I wouldn't say we're early in the clown project as a whole hobby, but there's still just crazy new things going on with it. It's such an overpowering pattern, but even now we're finding genes that even break the clown pattern, like the acid and confusion break down even the clown pattern. So there's still cool things to be done. And of course, guys like Justin are just doing amazing things with, these days with things like Stranger and Wookie. He's got a project called Kraken, which is just amazing, just total new stuff that he does all the time. I like the clown project. I've got 13 female breeders this year, and 6 of them are involved in my clown project. Before I jump in too far, if you're interested in any, even potentially interested in any hatchlings that I might produce this year, shoot me a note at properroyals@gmail.com. I'll put you on a list, no obligation, but I'll let you know. I'll give you first dibs just for watching, just for being a viewer or supporter of the channel. You can reach me there, check me out on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. But down below is a Linktree link, and that will get you to everything related to Proper Royals. All kinds of stuff, but my direct contact is in there as well. So check that out. How about some snakes? Why not? Let's start with the adults. Let's start with what I've got going on this year. Some of them, actually one in particular, one male, I've already sold. I was done with what I needed him for. I needed the rack space, and I knew that I had mature males coming behind him, so he was a little bit obsolete to me. Healthy, great boy. He went out to Nick at Lightning Morphs. I believe Nick's he's in the Midwest for sure. I believe he's out in Iowa though, but Nick will be putting him to use in the future, which is really kind of cool to keep up with where the animals are going. Give Nick a follow on Lightning Morphs, check him out. That clown was one of my male breeders this year, so I'm going to start with what he was paired with. We'll just get down to business on the clown project. The only pairing that clown had was actually to this pied female. And I'm not going to spend too much time with her because she's actually pretty close to ovulation. The goal being produce some double het clown pieds and get started on that project. Get a few, probably a 1.3. I'll try and keep if I hopefully achieve that amount of hatchlings, and the rest I'll make for sale. This is a regular pied, no additional genes. Man, pied just always looks so good, doesn't it? Double hat clown pied's coming up from that pairing. The other adult that I've been using as my stud for 2 years now, he fathered a clutch last year as well, so he's a proven breeder, which is always nice to know. I actually put him to 4 females, which is a little more than I would like to, but you got to do what you got to do with your resources sometimes and take the leaps as you're building and growing, to lay the foundation for future opportunities. So this guy's name is Strike. If you've been around the channel at all in the past couple of years, you've seen this guy. He is one of my first, he was my first clown that I ever bought, and he was my first visual recessive that I ever bought, I think. He's a pastel clown, and he's a good dude. I call him Strike, but he's just the calmest guy ever. Dependable breeder, loves to lock, he's good. Pastel clown. Let's take a look at the females that Strike was paired with and everything that we got going with those girls. This girl is a Cinnamon, and she was sold to me as a Yellow Belly possible and an Orange Dream. So Cinnamon, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly. I don't know though. I think she might just be a really good looking cinnamon. But I paired Strike with her so that we could start building some codoms and doms into my clown project. I don't want just clowns forever. I do love just clowns. I think they're fantastic. I love recessive genes as they come. Looking to the future and putting use to this female, I thought it'd be great to start getting some of those genes that I could hold back a male or a female, depending, especially if I get some stacked examples. Plus, it was a good opportunity to prove this girl out, see what she's really got going on. So the next girl that Strike was with is a really special girl to me. She was one of the very first female ball python breeders that I bought. I remember being so excited. This is in August of 2020, so I've had her almost 2 years. She didn't go last year, and I'm hoping for a nice big clutch this year. This is Jenny. She's a pastel het cryptic. So all the babies will be either 100% het clown or they'll be kryptons. And I could get super pastel kryptons too. I'm gonna keep an eye on her. She's a little grumpy these days and I'm not 100% where she's at. She got really big earlier in the season and she's still really big. We'll see what this girl brings this year. I'm hoping for a really big clutch of kryptons. This girl here I'm actually not going to take out. She is ovulated. She is just about to go into pre-lay shed. She's nesting. I'm just going to let her be. It's the best for the mom, right? You got to take care of her that way. She is actually one of the moms of most of the juvenile clowns that you'll see later on in the video. She is a Enchi het clown, proven. And like I say, she's one of the moms to the other Enchi clowns and the super Enchi clown that you see here very shortly. So I bred her to Strike. We could get pastel clowns, pastel Enchi clowns. We could get Enchis, pastels, normal looking, but they'll all be 100% het for clown. This is the last of the girls that were bred with Strike. I think she was just a little bit early. I'm not convinced that she's going to go this year. She's been off of food and now she's back on and she's gotten really small. I'm going to hold off on any more pairing with her until next fall or winter, the next go around. Another 5-6 months. I'll let her grow, let her build. She is a VPI axanthic and I wanted so badly to make double het axanthic clowns. But it won't be this year. We'll do it next year, and no need to rush the girl. She's right at 1,500. It makes sense to let her be for a little bit. This last adult female is the last one that I've paired this year, that's part of this year's breeding season. And she's the sister of that Enchi het clown that I just showed you. They are from the same clutch, same parents, same everything, and they're both Enchi het clowns. I paired her to an Enchi het clown male that is not her brother. They are the ones that produced the super Enchi last year. So she's the mom to the other clowns and super Enchi clown, Enchi clown and super Enchi clowns that we'll take a look at here in a minute. She's also ovulated. She's also nesting, and I'm going to leave her be rather than take her out and show her off. But those are the six females that I have breeding this year in the clown project. So lots of possibilities there. So double hets coming up, visual clowns coming up, pastel and Enchi are the primary genes that are involved in there. Let me show you some of the cool stuff coming up in the future with snakes that I already own. These two I gotta watch because they are snappy, but they are Enchi clowns. I have a female on the right, a male here on the left. And I just adore these two snakes. I gotta watch them. Like I said, they're jumpy. They are absolutely beautiful. And the female looks like she is gonna calm down a little bit. And the male is, of course, ready at any second to strike. So of course the female girl, she's got a couple seasons to go before she'll be ready. At least one more season. The male though, this fall, I wanna get him into some projects. Certainly he can go to some of those Enchi het clown females, as I don't have any other mature females just yet. But let me show you some of them that are growing up. Wait a minute, I can't move on yet from this. I gotta show you the super Enchi clown. This is the female and this is the sister to one of those. Those two came from a clutch from one of those Enchi females, but I'm not sure which is which, to be honest with you. This was all part of a collection that I purchased recently. So this female is a super Enchi, and she is just looking fantastic. Look at her. Can't beat that, right? So she's a year and a half away from being ready to breed, and that time, who knows what genes I'll have working by then. She'll of course be a powerful breeder because all of her babies will all be 100% het for clown, and they'll all be Enchi. What a gem of a in my collection. I'm so happy to have her in there. And the last sort of sub-project of the clown project are these two females that I'm going to show you, and I have the accompanying male to go with them as well. See if I can pick these up without getting tagged here. So this is a pinstripe and a normal, and these are both female, and they are both het, they are both double het Ultramel clown. And I do have Ultramel clown, double het Ultramel clown male. And actually I have 3 of them. I have some for sale on Morph Market right now. If you're interested, you could pick up a double het Ultramel clown from me, and they'll be ready to breed this fall. Those guys are all at 500 grams already. These girls have another year and a half, but those double het Ultramel clowns, I might get them into the mix this year. I might actually breed one of them to my Ultramel female just to try and start getting some visual Ultramels going, and those would be 50% het clown, of course. These are the male counterparts to the females I just showed you. These are both double het for Ultramel and clown. These are both for sale on Morph Market. You can check them out on the Proper Royals Morph Market. If you're interested, let me know. You can also contact me directly. Again, use that Linktree link down below, and you can get in touch with me directly on these two snakes. You know, I thought I was done. I think I just said the last sub-project. This is a neat sub-project too. Last year, I bred Strike to a female banana, and I got some crazy looking offspring, crazy looking hatchlings, and I held back 2 from that clutch. So I have this female that looks to me like a super pastel from her head, but let's say she's a pastel just from the genes that I know. She's super vibrant, very, very few spots. Look how clean she is. Looks almost vanilla, and she's 100% het for clown. So she's got another year and a half to go, but she's growing nicely, eating nicely. And then her brother, look how different he looks. There's got to be something else going on in those genes other than just pastel and banana, right? Look at that craziness. His oranges and peaches are just fantastic. He is from the same clutch, and he'll be ready to breed this fall. I'm going to work him in somewhere, probably in with those Enchis, and see if we can get any visual clowns with whatever genes are in here, and maybe I could prove out what genes are going on as well. He's a cool dude. I'm real happy with him. Banana, 100% het clown, plus who knows what else is going on in there. And these are also possible het for 50% het for ghost. Look at the whites on his side, that het clown influence that gives those white outlines. Just a lot going on in these animals. Every bit of my clown project, every bit of what I've got going on with the clowns, and where I'm at this year and where I'll be going in the future. Plus, I should have some killer holdbacks this year. I'm really interested to see what I'll keep and what I'll be letting go in the future. So, like I say, if there's things that you're interested in, pairings that you're potential hatchlings that you'd like to get your name on, let me know. Be happy to put you on the list. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope if you made it this far, you'll consider like and subscribing to the channel. I'd love to have you hang out here in the future. In the meantime, check out these videos right here to keep up with everything that we got going on here at Proper Royals. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, see ya.